I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh. Woo woo!
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. We are at level 1 of this hype train. We are at almost 69%. 2 minutes to go. Thank you so much for the resubs. Nat, did I just do yours? I feel like I just put yours up on the chain. Is this like just the resub date? Or is it a new one? Either way, let me know and I can add another one. And Wish, what color would you like for your paper chain sub thing? That was really good and specific. Let's see if I can pick these up without dropping them all. Orange. I mean, there's kind of a teal. It's a new one. I don't know what happened the other day. You got it. Light yellow for Nat. Do you want orange or do you want this color? Wish. Orange. You got it. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Pen. Pen, pen, pen. Look at that snoozy little miss, by the way. This is live, and I love it so much. So cozy. Nat, thank you though so much for subscribing for 6 months in a row. Wish for 2 years. And Kit Kat, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you all. And there goes Artie. Alright. So all we have left to do for Bluey is the body. So I figure why not try and finish it today? You know? Like, why not? I do have some minis that we can do tomorrow, is what I'm thinking. I shared in the Discord, I had gotten some the other day on our Walmart pickup because I was really curious and I wanted to see what like the pinhole thing looked like to figure out what item was in it, and so I had gotten 2 of them so I could see, and that right there, that is the pinhole that they're talking about. So I got a Meat Lover's pizza in one. I got pineapple upside down cake in the other. At least I should. I haven't opened them. And then there may have been one that fell into my Amazon cart. And that one, I believe, is the chocolate strawberry cake. I have to look at what it is. So but they're all different. So we can work on some of those. What the heck was this one called? Choco strawberry cake. Yeah. So I figure we could do that tomorrow. Loving the nail color. Thank you. I did like a stamping sort of technique. Like I put nail polish on a blender sponge and then just kind of like stamped it on my nails, and then I did the little dragon scales over top. I like them a lot. This one, my nails are kind of at they're feeling a little long stage, so I might end up cutting them. And of course this middle fingernail is chipping a little bit, but I only did 1 layer of the spongy painting, so you know, normally like you do 2 coats of nail polish, and I only did 1, so I feel like that also plays into it. Do you have a second and third favorite color? I like teal. I like a corally orangey pink. And like blue, I guess. Hello, Georgina. Welcome in, everyone. Look at that sweet kitten. What do you mean teal? I don't like teal. So,
This is the earth.
chilling.
That is a sweet earth, you might say.
Round. Okay. So I did good at the dentist, chat. They were very nice, and the hygienist was like the best, and she's pregnant.
I think she was just an assistant, like a nurse. They're different than hygienists.
I don't know, cause like when I would go to the other place, the hygienists were the ones that did like the X-rays too and everything. Like I don't know why you would have a nurse and a hygienist. You know, I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. She's really sweet. And, you know, after like 8 years of not going to the dentist, I have some cavities. They're not bad. They're not bad. Like nothing hurts and they're not bad. But I have to go and get them taken care of. So I don't know how we're gonna do this yet. I'm still trying to figure out like logistics of things, and I have to look at, you know, rules and all of that. But I was like, maybe we can do some kind of like a raffle or something, because all of these bills are really expensive and I feel really bad and real guilty about it. So I don't know. Like, you know, everyone can get like a free entry for liking something on Instagram, and then I don't know. I have to figure it out. But I'm just like, the next appointment I'm going to, they already told me is going to be $100. And then I'm doing.
Well, it might not be with the dual insurance. That's because they only had the one on file at that point. But we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna have to get a mouth guard too, and that's gonna be expensive.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. You're still a little ways off from that. Oh, scritchy scratch. And big stretch. Oh.
I just feel really bad because I've been costing a lot of money between doctors and PT and all the things, so, you know.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, where did Pippin go?
She got up and went into the main.
Oh, okay. Let's see if that camera will work.
That's what I was saying. Oh, big stretch, because she got.
Oh, I thought you were big stretching her.
No. It was...
Just got one cat. Oh, nice. Stopped at Michael's for yarn for your temperature blanket. Very cool. Petrichor. I was waiting to see you in chat. So, you remember how you were like, oh my gosh, I'm like, Pippin has got to be like a rag doll because of her, like, floppiness, if you will. Well, hold on, I'm just going to restart this one camera. Well, I did a Google. I did a Google of ragdoll Maine Coon cats, right? Because looking at ragdolls, I'm like, she doesn't look like that. She's got longer fur, her coloring is different, right? Ragdoll Maine Coon cat mixes. Are you guys ready for this? Because I think that petrichor, I think that those were the pieces of the puzzle. I think it's those two combined because, hello? Is this not, like, you know, there are some that have more ragdoll colors, but, like, look at these ones that look exactly like Pippin. Like, because ragdolls are normally more like a solid color than, like, the markings that Pippin has. They're closer towards that. But I'm like, oh my god, wait, no, that combo, that looks exactly like her. Right? I was just, like, blown away by how much they really, like, that combo just looks like her. So, I think if I had to say, okay, wait, we got the camera working.
I think we're getting ready.
What?
We're getting close.
Her?
Mm-hmm. To being able to lock the
Oh,
door
god damn it.
for
There we go.
one-way entry.
What I want to do is get stuff to put in the litter box, because that's the piece we're missing right now.
Dirt and sticks.
Yeah.
And stuff.
We're missing using the litter box.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. Just enjoying the sunshine. Yeah, why not? Maybe you're part Ragdoll Silicons. She was using her bed, right? The little white bed on the floor there. And she was loving it. You know, she was in it the whole time. I had physical therapy this morning. And she was just in it. And we get back to the house and I look on the camera and I'm like, what the heck happened? Because her bed was like halfway across the floor and like flipped upside down. It's like, what? I rewound, and evidently after all of her bath, she like laid down and got comfy, and I guess her back toenail got stuck in the fleece. And when she like was trying to pull it, the bed started moving, and she was like, and so she got up and the bed was like following her. And she was like, absolutely not. Took off. It's like, oh, honey. Yeah, I mean, so she has the ear tip, which to me was, you know, the sign that she was feral. Or at least, I mean, she could have honestly, oh god, I got an eyelash in my eye now. Like, she could have been born to a mama outside who was one of those two breeds. Like, some people do have indoor-outdoor cats, and some people don't fix their cats. So, like, she could have been, you know, like, a combination of some outdoor kitties. But no, you're right, like, those are designer cats. What is she looking at? Oh, the camera's lagging, okay. I was like, it's not her food bowl, she's just, like, looking at the brick wall. Oh, goodness. Yeah, she was like, I don't understand what happened here. And it was funny because, like, she took off. I saw her when we got home, and I, like, tried to call her over, and she was like, absolutely not. And it was really funny because I went inside, I opened the door to the breezeway, and I called her just like I had called her when I had been standing outside, and she came right back. She came over, like, meowing, and it was really cute. Got cats, couldn't get them fixed straight away. Yeah. Pippin found the ghost. Afterwards here anyway to remind people it was time to get them fixed. Yeah. That was one thing that I was really very grateful. The dentists were great. First of all, they said that I floss like a champ, and I'm like, thank you. I've worked hard at that. They were really understanding and very, just wonderful. Just really, really good. Like, you can tell that the guy, the dentist, at least, has some kind of psych background or training or something, because he was asking me about, like, different kinds of therapy I've tried and, like, all this other stuff. But they were great. They're like, you're in control here, and this and the other thing. But I had mentioned, I'm like, I haven't been in a while, and I was like, part of it is we moved, and then the other part of it was COVID, and, you had to wear masks everywhere. I'm not going to the dentist. Like, and there was, like, no judgment or anything, so I was very appreciative. It's reminding you of a book series. Oh, really? Here, hold on. I know we just started, but this was this morning when I got up to feed everyone. She was just like in her bed, 1 foot out. Like when you're too warm, and so you just you put your arm or your leg outside of the covers. That's what that always makes me think of when she does that. She is beautiful. I've been having a time of trying to figure out how to do her emotes, because I keep trying to make them so detailed, and it's an emote. It doesn't have to be detailed. Like, I need to do it more like how I did Artie's emote, which is, just like some little triangles and little things. But this was after she had taken off, and I had called her back. Watch. See her running from the yard, the next door neighbors. And then she, like, through the fence. Oops.
Did your claw get stuck? Oh my goodness.
Oh. Goodness me. She is a cutie patootie. Yeah, oh. Why does the neighbor's yard look like a homicide scene with an FBI team?
Oh. Never thought of it that way before, but okay.
I mean, they have 2 sheds, and then they have a camper with like a tarp over it, and then they have a couple of cars that they use, and then a couple of cars that they don't, and they're like kept covered.
Well, the one car is a classic.
Right. But still, why are you going to have a car if you're never going to... I've never seen it used.
Some of their other cars they use very infrequently.
No, I mean the classic.
Oh.
Like, why are you going to have it and keep it covered and... I've, like, never seen them use it. I've never seen them clean... Like,
in the state that we live in, right, with insurance, for example, you can have a classic card insured. However, you can't... The mileage... Like, if it's a plate... If the license plate is a plate that says classic, you're exempt from a lot of stuff, like... emissions, things like that.
Uh-huh.
But the difficulty is you're only allowed to put so many miles on the car a year. And it's like a very low number of miles. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think specifically there are certain days of like the week even that like you're allowed to drive it. And it might be like you can only drive the car on Sundays. And
Well, how the hell could they know if they're looking at it by mileage?
Because you have to take it in for registration yearly, and they check the mileage.
No, but what day, I mean?
If you get pulled over and you have the classic
Oh, I see,
license plate, during the week, then they can be like, well, you shouldn't be driving it during this day of the week. I could be wrong about that last part with the, I know, I see.
I'm like, she didn't leave. Is she in the little,
She just moved.
in the...
Like, I could be wrong about the specific day of the week portion, but I do know that you have to keep your miles, like, under, I think it's, like, under 50. It's, like, a stupidly low number.
Waiting for the guys in the white suits to come out of the tarps.
Dun dun.
Oh, sweet baby girl. That tree really did end up being a good size for her. Like, I wasn't sure, but when I saw people posting pictures of their, like, 20-pound cats on it, I'm like, okay, I think we might be alright.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet girl. See, this is... Some of the English is not this pattern designer's first language, which is fine. You know, like, the pattern's super cute. There's lots of pictures, which is great, but sometimes the way that, like, they phrase things, I'm like, what? Like, I'm assuming here that we're going to be attaching the leg in the next 7 stitches, because they're saying 7 single crochet with stem, S-T-E-M, then 7 single crochets with other stem, and I'm looking at the pictures. Again, thankfully there's a lot of pictures, and I'm like, okay, so we're now I'm just trying to figure out if I'm stitching into the leg first, which it looks like in the one picture I am. Nice. Also, Silicons, I think that we can be called classics, too. My car's going to be a classic.
I think it might already be.
Well, it's not registered or nothing.
It might need 5 more years. Or it can be, well, back in our last state, you could register as a classic now. 20 years was a classic, 25 years was an antique.
An antique?
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
See, what I love right now, I just realized I didn't check the weather for my temperature project, so I just did it real quick. It's like 67 degrees here. And she's choosing to be inside.
Less scary things in there.
But, like, that's big.
Yeah.
Like, Maple started coming in more when it was winter. He was figuring it out. He was like...
Because he was like...
It was chilly.
Cold.
Yeah.
She has, like, a coat on her.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but even then, wind and, like, slushy weather is not... I don't care how thick of a coat you have. You're not going to want to deal with that. I cannot wait to become an antique. She does have a coat. Yeah. She has a coat and a half. Inside is comfy. Inside is comfy. Inside is safe. She dealt with a bunch of wind the other day for like the first time and figuring that all out. Because that's scary too. understandably so. When you're only used to hearing wind outside and then you hear it inside and it's like, oh, and we're on this camera now. She's like, this spot is squishier. She just went up a tier. She's like, this is a little squishier than the other shelf. That shelf has like a scratching board on it and like, yeah. Following the sun. Packing peanuts to use. Oh no, hiccup. I'm glad that you were able to like call or get in touch with someone or email them rather. Jeez. Animals. They're headaches, but we love them. Well, unless you're an American Girl doll, Sillykins, in which case we're historical.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had the whole 80s historical doll.
Do you not know about the 2000 one? Have you? I've shared this so many times on.
I think, yeah.
On stream.
2000s is now considered historical too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, here.
I willfully forgot about that because it's just.
Nikki and Isabel, they're blonde-haired twins. Because, you know, Mary-Kate and Ashley. That's fair.
See, I'm like looking at what they're wearing, and I'm like, but that's not historical clothing. Like, that's still in style,
well,
right?
it's not, but it's coming back again, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't in style, now it's coming back because...
It should have never gone out of style.
No, okay, you know what? Honestly, low-rise pants needed to go out of style. There was nothing attractive about low-rise pants where your butt crack's just, like, almost hanging out.
Yeah.
Like that.
I never even really saw those.
Oh, well, you weren't paying attention.
Is that like your bell-bottom pants?
They're a little higher up.
Those
but like bell-bottoms are definitely...
They definitely need to come back.
You can go away. We never go out of style. This is the one that gets me. The inflatable furniture.
Oh, yeah. I have inflatable furniture.
Me too. Clearly not enough butts he wanted to look at. Low-rise jeans were a sensory nightmare for you as a kid. Honestly, I'm really shocked that I actually wore like bell-bottom pants because when they would get wet, like, oh god, the thought of that now just makes me like, ugh. Nope. Wearing low-rise was impossible, yeah. Literally looks like Barbie, oh my gosh. ended up with holes in the back. Oh yeah, and they would get caught under your heels when you walked. Yeah. Oh. James, those are low-rise jeans.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I do remember those. I just don't remember seeing butt cracks because of it.
Yeah, if you bend over in that.
I guess here's why I guess I don't remember those as well. Because
You went to a private school.
Not just that, but I never really viewed those as low-rise because that whole outfit that you just showed with like the short shirt as well, I guess doesn't make you think, oh, the pants are low. I just think you're missing shirt. Does that make sense? Like if you were to wear a regular T-shirt with that same outfit or with those same pants, I'd probably be like, yeah, those pants are hanging down a little bit too low. But with that whole style, I guess I just never realized that the pants were lower than they. Does that make sense?
Butts and lots of muffin tops. So James is not a butt person. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I gotta start getting ready for a meeting.
That's the new thing you learned today. All the jeans in The Sims 4 are low-rise, and it makes me irrationally mad. The Sims 3 is even worse. The Sims 3 is just like uncomfortably. Hi.
Hey. Oh my God! So I forgot to mention this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They had Dakota curling supplies come by our club on Sunday and set up a shop in the lobby. Like it's a trailer the guy pulls out and like pulls all the things out. And there was a broom that I was sorely tempted to buy. I didn't even look at the price, which I probably should have, because if it was cheap enough, I should have bought it. But it's a telescopic one, or not really. It's like a pool cue. You know how like they can screw together in 3 pieces, and the bag was like this big, and it was marketed as like a travel curling broom. And I was like, oh man, that would have been so much nicer to have, because I just brought my shoes with me to Alaska last time. I was like, for anything like that ever again, it would have been nice to have.
Like that wouldn't be as stable because you lean on your broom.
Yes.
Unlike a pool cue, which you're not leaning on.
It might not be as stable, but for the amount that I would use it.
Can you fix her in case she wants?
Like the amount that I would use it only for those situations would have been nice to have. I thought that was like really cool that they had that even existed. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Love you.
Love you.
Gross.
Yep.
Did you need this box in the hallway?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take it out.
Okay. Or James, just leave it for now.
I'm going out front.
Okay. Don't disturb Pippin. Low-rise is coming back in stores and I hate it. I will not wear them. Just like I will never overpluck my eyebrows again. Nope, not again. Thanks. So this might be interesting to some of you. I know several people here either have been in physical therapy, are physical therapists, or just interested in stuff like it. So today, I had the main person, the one who stopped in and said hi on stream that one time. And he wanted to like do a bunch of like reevaluations of stuff because I'm seeing that ENT specialist on Monday, this coming Monday. And so I wanted to have like questions and information, and so they're like working on a bunch of that for me. But he also wanted to see like my progress since I started. And I thought it was really interesting because like the improvement all around was pretty good. And then it was really funny because like one of the things was that like I was lying on, you know, like they have massage tables in there. And so lying on my back, and then like you tuck your chin to your chest, and then you just lift your head up off of the table and like hold it for as long as you can, almost like a crunch, but like you can't use your hands. And so I did that at like the beginning, and he was like, well, that's kind of surprising. He's like, you actually did worse now than you did in your intake. And I was like, So we did all these other tests, and then I did, you know, all of my exercises and stuff, and then like at the end they always like massage my neck because they're not sure how it all relates. So he's like massaging my neck, and he goes, oh my God. Yeah, he's like, what is, he's like, this knot is insane. And I'm like, huh? Yep. And he's like, what happened? And I was like, that is from my dental appointment yesterday, because I was sitting the whole time like terrified. So we did all of that. And then he was like, okay, you know, you're good to go. Like, you can sit up whenever you're ready. And I was like, I'm curious, because, like, I'm stubborn. And I was like, can I try that test again? Like, the chin and holding it. And he's like, yeah, you want to try it again? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, okay, well, if it's better, he's like, I'll put that time down. I almost doubled the time that I had at the beginning of the appointment just by him getting all those knots out. And I was like, okay, I feel better now, because like I've been working really hard, and it, you know, it shouldn't have gotten worse. And I'm like, there we go. So I thought that was interesting, at least. A good stretch is all you need sometimes. Yeah. Well, and when you're super tight from like tension is crazy what it can do to you. The chair, yep. No, I get that, Petrichor, unfortunately. Where are you going? Gotta go check something? So how was everybody's weekend? I didn't see you all yesterday. How was your weekend? How was your Monday? Why is that? Wedding anniversary, has a day off. Whole day together. You're gonna go back to the place you got married? I love that. Aw, that'll be so nice. I hope you have a wonderful time. Oh. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful time. Okay, now I'm in the right spot. Oh, do you want me to change it? I don't mind. It's easy enough. Six years. Aww. I've just been trying all the different lo-fi music things on the Spotify. I'm glad that I got it all working. And no one's there. But I did get YouTube to work. So that's exciting too. What's the name of this playlist? This is from Lo-Fi Girl, and it is peaceful piano, music to focus and study to. Oops. Artie's in her blanket for it. You're welcome. So the pattern here for Bluey / Bingo is the same. They didn't make any differences, and I'm like, well, Bingo is smaller than Bluey in the show. So I started working on some of the Bingo limbs over the weekend, just here and there as I was doing other things, and I was like, I'm gonna make like each of her limbs and the body, all of them at one row shorter, so that way she'll just be a little bit smaller. And that felt like a good way to have them be different. Other things I did this weekend was I worked on some Patreon things. They're not posted yet, but I was working on them. And then I also, so for the longest time now, I've had like a bunch of yarn cut because I wanted to do like at least one more row on Norman's beard here. And so I had like a bunch of yarn cut, and it was just like in a ball in like this container. And I was like, I'm tired of it just sitting there all like in a ball. So I went ahead and now I have to attach it, but we made another section of giant Norman beard. So now it just has to get sewn on. I was like, yes, we're gonna get the things done that have just been sitting not done. Yeah. I also got the jellyfish orders ready to go. The two that were placed. And then promptly forgot to put them in the mailbox yesterday and today. So, it's like, dang. So close. They're done and ready, and I just was a little scatterbrained. And I'm excited because we got, our neighbors had like, they do every spring, they do a seed exchange where you can bring some plants or some seeds and other people will bring plants and seeds, and you just kind of take what you want and, you know, leave some stuff if you have anything. And so we got some seeds from them, and the last time that we had started plants from seeds, we had bought like one of these little like plastic terrarium style things that come with like the little pods that you soak in water and then you put the seeds in. And that lasted, it worked pretty well, but at the same time, you know, the plastic, it's big, it's bulky, it breaks. So I actually found on Amazon reusable seed start, like little planter things. So I just got those in the mail, and we got the seeds starting, like the soil, so gonna get them all ready to go. I don't know if, I mean, because I can do stuff from wherever with my my other camera. I don't know if that's anything that you guys would be interested in. Like, let's watch Megan plant seeds. I don't know. Okay. I had a feeling ads were about to come. All right. We have about 4 minutes until ads. Hour has flown by. I'm glad. Coughing escaped. I didn't even try and catch it. Whoops. So we'll take our stretch break here in a minute. And we'll come back. See, like I said, trying to get stuff like done before I start new things. Because I was like, oh, I know, I can work on this, or I could work on that. And I'm like, no. Because my brain is like, no one wants to watch more Bluey, like more assembly or creation. And I'm like, no. That's your self-doubt. People keep saying it doesn't matter what we're doing. So finish your project. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, however many streams in. And then we start something new. I'm loving this. It's fun watching a project come together. Yay. Figure out some other little blind bag or other things to put in the store for this month. Oh, okay. There's the pop-up notification. Ads are about to start. Hopefully words on stream sounds work for you all. That's the only thing I wasn't able to test. But hey, we got music and we got YouTube up today, so we're thriving. Okay. Oh, hello, Seth. I'm so sorry. I just saw the comment over on YouTube. This is a super bulky weight. It's number 6, and it is Premier Parfait Chunky. This color that I'm using right now is blue. This color is navy, and we'll be using that for the top of Bluey. Sorry, the comments appear in different spots, but hi, thanks for the question. We're actually about to take a real quick stretch break, and then we'll be back and we will keep working on this. So, yeah. Okay, be right back. Whoosh! Alrighty, whoosh. We back. Okay. I was cold, so I went and got my sweater. Which is funny because, like, it's really nice out today, but I was just like... I don't know. I have my fan on very low. And normally that basically, like, offsets the heat coming out of my PC. It's just chilly. Oh yeah, so I was asking before the stretch break. You guys wouldn't be interested in watching me put a bunch of dirt and seeds into things, right? That doesn't sound particularly interesting. I can show you guys on stream like how everything's doing. That's more interesting. This yarn is so soft. Actually, I don't know if Chirps is here, but I had Chirps send me an email asking about a commission using this yarn. I'm very excited. It's just very cuddly. So it was really funny the other day. I was deleting, some old pictures and videos. I try and go through, get rid of some stuff because I take a lot of pictures, I take a lot of videos, and then I use several of them, but then there's also stuff that I don't ever do anything with or really need. And it was actually really funny because the other day I had gone into Joann's to look for a color in this yarn to make or to use for bingo because I didn't like the options that I had, or I should say in this weight of yarn. It wasn't exactly the same yarn. Anyway, and I saw this one yarn on the shelf and I was like, oh my gosh, I really love this. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to my mom. Y'all, the other night I was going through and deleting old pictures and I found I had photographed the same yarn 2 years ago. And I'm like, okay, so I've been in love with this yarn for 2 years. I have to figure out what to make with it. It's the fact that it's the same thing and I was like, ooh, that's really pretty. But now I just have to figure out what I want to make with it. It is a sign. Here, I'll show it to you all. I was looking at some specific patterns or specific things on Ravelry that people have made using this yarn. But it is that one. That orangey brown pink. It's very retro. And I don't know. I love that, and I love the teal one down there, too. And I was like, I have still have it up? I have so many windows open. I do. Aha. Show you. I have like this pattern. And I was like, that could be cute using that yarn as like the squares and then using almost like the same kind of a beige to join. But I don't know if it would bother me if like the squares wouldn't line up perfectly, if that makes sense. Like if I would end up wanting to like cut and rejoin yarn so that the colors, like, I don't know if I would be like, no, I can't let that just flow. It's gotta be like specific. Poop. Uh-oh. I clicked on the maple camera, or well, that's how they're labeled in my stream. Is still maple camera, even though it's now Fluffy Cat. Because back in the day, we used to watch Maple on that camera instead. We'd watch him coming in and out, and yeah, this is that yarn. Like, isn't that pretty? And then this was the teal one. But I really like this one. Like that's, and then like I said, there's a little tiny bit of like the brown, and it just feels so pretty. So I don't know what I want to make with it though, but I just thought it was really funny that two separate occasions photographed the exact same end cap. Rude, Drillbur.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
There it is. I was like, I know that's Yarn Crafter's Corner raid message, but where's YCC? There they are. Welcome in, raiders. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm watching you people. YCC Half to Happy. Welcome. Thank you so much for that raid. How was your stream? Oh, really? That's what you're using for the corner to corner, you said, Allison? I hadn't pressed the button yet. Everyone was just, they were ready. They were so ready. How was your stream? What were you getting up to? This is the salmon, right? This one? For the corner to corner? That pink or blossom? There's two pinks. I like all the colors. I think they're pretty. Working on giveaway socks. Oh. Well, that sounds interesting. What are giveaway socks? Got to the heel. Heck yes. Well, welcome in, everyone. My name is Megan. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am a neurodivergent variety streamer and crafter. I'm usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting here, but we also do other crafts. Lately, I've really been into doing minis, like resin miniatures. I do some wooden miniatures and stuff like that too, but I've been having a lot of fun with these little kits that some are food and some are critters. So I'm actually going to work on some of those tomorrow. But today I'm trying really hard to finish Bluey. I made all the parts, it's just her body that we're doing. So it's nice because a lot of these parts are attached as we go, which, oh yes, I love that. I love less assembly. Next goal is to do a corner to corner. Heck yes. I love corner to corner blankets. I agree. They're one of my favorites. Also, hi. They are a lot of fun. We've been having fun exploring all the different ones. Some members of chat have gotten little kits, and it's been a lot of fun to just be surprised and see what we get. So like I said, we'll work on some of those tomorrow in stream. I got a couple of little food ones. But thanks so much, y'all, for coming over on the raid. I appreciate that. I normally stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 Eastern. We did just have daylight savings here if you're in other places in the world. So it is currently it's about 4:18 right now for me. So I know for some people the time change hasn't happened yet. It is a counter. It is. I use it to keep track of what row I'm on, but it doesn't want to focus. Who focuses? Not me. There we go. Because especially on stream, I mean, I use it all the time because then I just don't have to keep double checking, recounting stuff. But it's so easy to get distracted when I'm, holding conversations and things like that. So, custom makers and crafters, I was wondering, yeah, you guessed absolutely correctly. I like the ring ones. They make a bunch of different styles, like some that are like clickers and some that are clickers in necklace form. I really like the rings because they're handy. But in all seriousness, I don't you can adjust them. The sizing is adjustable. And they stay out of the way. But I don't have to, go searching for it or anything like that. Resin, I know. We've been having fun. We actually, these little, I love people, right? People are so clever sometimes. But people figured out how to tell what's in the kits without opening them, because everybody figures out a way of knowing what's in a blind box before you open them, because nothing is worse than buying, a bunch of blind box kits and getting the same thing a million times. So I know what's in these based off of a chart. It's in my Discord. But I've got a pizza in one. I have a pineapple upside down cake and a chocolate strawberry cake. So we'll open those up. I really want to get this ramen bowl. I have to find a local store that has them in stock. A lot of them don't have them in the store. They'll mail them because I really want that ramen bowl. I see what you did there. Thank you. See, this is cute. I wonder what their first language is, the person who made this pattern, because again, I'm nothing but impressed by people who don't speak English first writing things in other languages. Fold the product in half. We try on the tail behind the legs. It is necessary that he was exactly in the center, crochet this row, and grab a 6 single crochet ponytail. I love it so much. Oh, no worries, Allison. I made an announcement yesterday when I reminded everyone that I wasn't going to be in because of the dentist. I was like, by the way, P.S. U.S. had our daylight savings time. So... But hi, welcome. Got a couple of weeks, yeah. Is body doubling also part of crochet? That's a new category for you. So body doubling is kind of, I don't know if you've ever heard of the term like parallel play, where little kids will, you know, play alongside of each other but not necessarily together. So the idea is kind of similar, where a lot of us, maybe we're working, maybe we're crafting, maybe we're cleaning, but having a stream up is just like a helpful kind of, almost like a friend, just having it there as background noise, as companionship. So the idea is just like, you're welcome basically to just come here and lurk. You're welcome to come here and, you know, you don't have to interact if you just want to pull the stream up and work on your own stuff, or so it's kind of like, some people will also take the time to be like, okay, well, while Megan's on, I'll also work, or I'll clean, or I'll do whatever. Yeah, I don't know why you guys have it so late this time. Because I thought it was normally only like a week or so, but what do I know? I'm just ready for daylight savings stuff to go away. Just keep it at this time. It's so nice having the sun out longer during the day. It's unnecessary. Yeah, like background noise. Mm-hmm. Or like, you know, sometimes people will put the TV on as like they're not actually watching. It's just like there to kind of fill the silence. Yeah, it's like just like a calendar. Just, yeah, you're lucky, Petrichor. Those instructions are adorable, aren't they? Sorry, Seth. Goodness. I have to be better about checking all the way over on the other side for YouTube comments, because I can't get them all in the same thing. But yeah, I love the instructions. Like, I could not write a pattern in another language, you know? Like, writing it in crochet language is enough, thank you. I could not then take the same pattern and put it into like Spanish. It would not make any sense. So the fact that, you know, I mean, I guess that sentence didn't really make a whole lot of sense either, but they do include a lot of pictures in this pattern, so I'm very grateful for that. I agree, Silicon, just keep it this time. This being 4:30, this is it. Have a hard time falling asleep without some noise around. Yep. I am the same way. I tend to work better and focus better if I have other things going on too. Not always. Sometimes I end up focusing on the wrong things, but that's okay. We're all just out here trying our best. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Whenever you switch to this time, like that's it. Let's all just stay here. Once we're all in that spring forward, no more. No more falling back, okay? Forward motion only. Have to have sound because the insomnia, yeah. I've just always done better. Like, even as a child, I did not fall asleep well in silence. Like, I used to be, I would have my radio on. And then when I got, like, my first iPod, oh boy, was that, you know, that was pretty cool. So then I'd have that. Okay, let me push this little thing in. This is gonna be like sizable. I very foolishly thought that I was going to finish this today. I don't know that I'm going to. We're gonna keep trying, but I don't know. Wow, Pokemon game is really mean to us. TV with, yeah. Oh, that's James. I cannot fall asleep that quickly. The only falling back I want to do is onto the couch or in bed, whatever's more comfortable at the moment. Agreed. Agreed. The whole springing forward, falling back is just too much. It disrupts everyone's schedule. It disrupts humans. It disrupts babies, pets, all of it. It's just, no. Too much, thanks. We actually don't even, like, change our pet's feeding schedule. Because I can't explain to them that, oh yeah, no, sorry, I know that yesterday you were fed at this time, but now you're going to be fed at this time. Like, are you kidding me? My cats would freak out. Patch would be, like, very upset. Like, it just would not go well. So they're all just fed at, like, whatever time. Like, that we keep the hour change, you know? So it never really does change for them. Changing position several times. Yeah, many thoughts. That's my problem, is that my brain just doesn't shut up when I'm trying to go to sleep. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Automatic feeders are never changed. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's fed separately here. Even if all the animals were to get along, feeding would still be done separately. Between a resource guarding dog and a food insecure cat, I don't need to deal with that. And Artie's on, like, her prescription tummy diet. They both cats get the same dry food. It's just the wet food is different. Artie's actually been doing very good. I'm very proud. She just gets the wet food in the morning and at night. And she gets the dry food the other times. And she hasn't, knock on wood, fingers crossed, had tummy troubles, so. Oh yeah, even if Maple, Pippin, and Artemis all could be together, or even if Maple and Artemis could be together, feeding would still be like having to be done separately. Like even if just the cats got along, because I could see Maple scarfing his food down and then going and eating whoever else was nearby. Not like, I wish that he would understand, you know, like that there's always gonna be food. You're not gonna go hungry, you know, like it's gonna be okay, bud. But malnourished and feral will do that to you. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much blue. This made me just think of Elf and their sleeping, or not sleeping Beauty, oh my gosh. Beauty and the Beast. They're like, I have so many rounds of blue. So many rounds of blue. Why can't I just copy and paste, you know? That'd be great, thanks. So it's been like a hot minute since I've posted on Instagram. What should I post? Maybe I'll even just like take a Twitch clip or something and post it. Temperature cross stitch update. I haven't quite finished February yet. I'm about at the halfway point. Maybe I'll try working on that again on stream. so bad when you're just like, that creativity just feels like so drained. Like, what do I want to post and write and all that? I don't know. I guess I could always share like a picture of the things that are left in the shop. Post some of the minis too. That could be fun. These are the rows that just won't end. Yes, they go on and on. No, Allison, I hear that. That's part of what I've been struggling with, even with Patreon, is just like having the spoons to post, or like putting stuff up on TikTok for like the cats, and you know, just trying to do all the things that I did before, but like now I also have all these doctor's appointments and physical therapy, and just like not feeling my best, and it's like, ugh. It's making my life more consistent. Outside of those posts, who knows what to do? Or like I'll think of, oh, you know, this would be like a cool little video thing I could put together, and then I'm like, oh my god, but that's so much work. That's so much effort and work and time and like energy that I know I will not have. Appointments are draining, yeah. They are. And then like these, you know, the physical therapy appointments are designed to, you know, work what's not working well, and that makes you tired, and it's like, hi, Positively Crafty. How are you, friend? So good to see you. It's like and since Bluey's working bottom up, I can't exactly, I'm trying to be better about, it's okay to post work in progress pictures. Like, you don't have to have them all finished and perfect. But I'm also like, I don't want to just like, guess who I'm making? Like, if it was her head, I could have like just the top of her head and her little ears, but instead it's like, here's a butt. Guess who? Doing well? Good. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Being out of spoons is such a struggle. Especially when there's not time to get any back and you just keep using them. Yeah. One thing you're looking forward to. I love that. I'm so glad that you're looking forward to that. That's wonderful. Working on making nail painting fun again too. Love that. I'm debating if I should take this polish off and file my nails and all of that. I only ended up doing like one coat of the stamp-on polish, so it's a little bit thinner. And then this nail has some chips in it. But they're still really pretty. I might just throw like another coat of, I might just throw another clear coat on it and be like, it's fine for now. You better let me catch this one or else. When in doubt, threaten it. Perfect. Morning, Emily. It didn't like my ball. Oh well. It's almost like, yeah, I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, is this a sensory problem now? But they're so pretty. So I'm conflicted. If she's the streamer, you should give her higher chances. Pokemon game really said no. We'll just crash together. Yeah, we just need a scream tree. Okay. Should I tell you all what my plan is right now with my Patreon stickers for this year? I don't know if I should or not. Moat Spa Day. I have to file them every week, or I accidentally yeah. Well, I guess I'm always like, what if people hate the idea? But I'm also like, maybe other people will be excited about it and want to join Patreon. So I think that I should instead, you know, of being like, I shouldn't say it in case people are like, well, that's stupid and I hate it. Plus, then I guess you guys could also help me come up with some ideas. All right, so I'm kind of making. I'm making stamps stickers that look like stamps. And it's like, you know how you can buy like a book of stamps, like you can get like, I have a Charlie Brown one from like forever ago. So it's Moat lore stamps. So I changed my mind partway through, so I actually have to redo the first 2 months of the year. And the stickers that I originally drew for that will just go up on my merch store instead. So it'll be like 12, it'll be a year of like stamps. And then I was again also thinking like it could go really cute on like merch. Obviously stamps, like the stickers are only for Patreon people. But I might be working on a penny stamp for this month. Because I felt like, oh, you know, again, I don't like doing any kind of like themed anything, right? But I'm like, March does have St. Patrick's Day. March, I think a lot, honestly, I think of green in March just because like everything's starting to come back to life. It's spring, it's all that stuff. And so I'm doing a really pretty, I really like how it looks, like a lot. But I just thought that was kind of fun and different. And we're going to have like, there's going to be a Norman one. There's going to be a Scream Tree one. There might be a Were Moosacorn, you know, like we've got all sorts of strange lore. Oh, cool. I love that. Yeah, I have some seeds, and we actually just got these like reusable silicone seed starter tray thingies. I'm really excited about them. So I gotta get all my little seeds planted. Get them ready now for when it's time for planting. Here, I'll show you all. I love how this thing. Absolutely, flowers are fantastic to start from seeds, if I'm being honest. Yeah, look it. It comes with all of that. It came with all of those. And so the little, these are silicone. So you can squeeze them and pop them out. And then the trays that they sit in are plastic. So that way, if any water drains through, it just stays there. And then they're tall. And yeah. The other thing, and they don't mention this, you can kind of see if you zoom in, the trays are labeled. So you don't have to write and stick little sticks in them. You could be like 1A is this one, 1B is that one, and 1C is that one. So you could write down what you planted in each little thing without having to, like I said, worry about sticking the little things in there, which can kind of get in the way. And I was like, oh my god, I love this. It was like $30, but again, like I'll never have to replace them because they're silicone. Like, you know, we had gotten a plastic tray one originally when we moved in, and that one was $20. And it lasted us, you know, 2.5-ish years before the plastic and everything just kind of fell apart. And we were like, well, yeah, you could make a little diagram. You could write it out. You could do whatever. And it comes in, like, the different colors, too. So, like, you know, some people in, like, the comments were saying that they put all of their vegetables in the green. And then they put all of their fruits in, like, the orange or whatever. Hello. You came out of your blanket for it? It's already o'clock? Did you drool in your sleep? Are so cute. It is. It's already o'clock. Can I finish my round, please? I'm going to finish my round. What do you see? Huh? Oh my goodness, so much outside, huh? Yeah, these are long rounds. That's why I was like, we're gonna finish Bluey today. I guess I did put a question mark. I wasn't sure if we were going to finish Bluey today. We're not. Yeah. Her little ears. Hi. Doot, 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 doot. Hey, you sweet girl. Oh, thank you for the glasses kisses. Oh, Emily, you weren't here. At least you hadn't said anything. You might have been here lurking. But I decided, because this pattern has the same instructions for Bluey and Bingo. Oh my gosh, look at her paw. Move her, please. But I'm like, Bingo is shorter than Bluey. So I am going to make Bingo's rows, like her rounds for everything, 1 row shorter than Bluey's. So like the body, the legs, like here, I did the legs already, so you can see that. Because I'm like, she's got to be a little bit smaller, right? So it's kind of hard to see. But so, right? So it has to be smaller. She's 2 years younger. Oh, come here. Oh. No, come here. No, come here. You're fine. Fine. I just needed a cuddle. Sweet girl. Honey. I think it was Shiz in the Discord had commented that some of the Miniverse kits were on sale on Amazon, and I was like, no, don't do it. You don't have the money. You gotta go to the dentist again. But I'm like, they're on sale. I just see them sitting all over the desk. What do you see over there? Huh? Be strong. Hasn't it's really 5 o'clock? How on earth has another hour almost gone by? Thank you for the little tiny kiss. That was very sweet. Is stuff in your way? A little bit. It's okay, I didn't want to catch it anyway. It's fine. So last night, Pippin spent almost 6 hours sleeping in their little fuzzy bed on the floor, which was very exciting. Patches does this thing where she'll act as if she's giving me a kiss, but doesn't actually kiss me, and then looks up at me like, Mama, I gave you a kiss. Oh. It's like one of the littles that I used to nanny for. She used to give you a kiss by literally just opening her mouth, like, and just shoving it on your face. Very slobbery. Hi. I know. Are you helping?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
KB, hello! Welcome, Raiders! How was your stream? Hi, Bandit! Welcome, hello Mary, hello KB, hello lady. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you all had a good time with KB. For new friends, hello and welcome. My name is Megan, and I use she, her pronouns. I am a multi-craftual individual. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, and today I am working on Bluey. It is made out of this super chunky yarn. It's so soft. And I was like, oh, I just have the body left to do. I can finish that today. I don't think I'm finishing it today, but that's okay. Raiders, we are just about to take a stretch break because Twitch is about to run an ad. So we're going to play some words on stream. It's the perfect time, though, for you to get a snack or a drink or use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, KB, go take care of chickens. Run to a weaving meeting. Ooh, have fun. Thanks so much for bringing everyone over. When we get back, we'll keep working on this, and we'll go feed a kitty. We'll go feed Fluffy Cat in a little while. So, yeah. We're going to include 2 of the Muppet shawl. A Muppet shawl. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go back and look at that VOD. That sounds so cute, KB. All right. Let's take that stretch break, and I will be right back. Whoosh. Alrighty, whoosh. Y'all, I didn't stretch. I just sat at my desk the whole time. And played words on stream. Here I am being like, yeah, I mean, I guess I did stretch in my seat, but I didn't get up out of my chair. I was like, as I went to like whoosh back, I'm like, Megan, you didn't even do what you tell everyone else to do. You did click this button. I thought you did. You're just trying to help me finish it quicker. That's very nice of you. But hello to Yarnia Pigeon. I think that I also saw Avocado slip in. Curious Brain Cell. Hello, my friends. It's so nice to see you all. I hope that you are well. Artemis is helping a ton. Hi. What's everybody else working on today? Or if you aren't working on any projects right now, what are you excited to work on? Chevron seed stitch square of underground crafter. This sounds like some kind of secret message. A knit along from 2016. Well, that sounds really interesting. If you have a link, feel free to share it. I'm curious. I cannot wait to keep working on my blanket. I love that for you. Taking measurements to make a dress you got fabric for 3 months ago. Ooh. I can't wait to see it. Let's take a look at this. Oh, okay, it's the one that KB was working on. Okay. Very cool. And so you're working on the chevron seed stitch. Ooh. That's pretty. I like that. Work on the cable runner again. Oh, time changes kicked you. I'm so sorry. The time change. We were just talking about this earlier. Like, they just need to do away with it. Just, whether it's for people's sake, the pets, the animals, like, just stop. It's so unnecessary. I'm sorry that it's been messing with you so much. How much of the table runner have you got left to do? Following the schedule, the squares were originally released. Oh, that's a fun idea. So, like, working on them at the same time. I love that, honestly. Two flower motifs and all of the cutting and weaving. Oh. It's a little ways to go then. I believe in you. time change should be gotten rid of, yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, it messes everyone up for a while, and it's not a necessary thing anymore, you know? It's just a disruption to everyone's schedule, everyone's sleep, everyone's just everything. And it just, like, happens all of a sudden, so it's just being like, yep, sorry. I know that yesterday we had dinner at this time, but now you gotta wait. What? Excuse me? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense or dollars. You're absolutely right. It doesn't make dollars or cents. Neither. I feel like springing forward, though, is less sucky than falling back. Maybe it's just because the days feel longer, and that's nice after having, like, you know, darker winters. At least, again, I guess it depends on where you are in the world. Falling back feels like going into darkness. Absolutely. It really does. You're like, oh, okay, so it's dark at 5 o'clock now. Super. Yeah, exactly. Those are like the worst days at work when I was working out of the house, and you would, like you said, you'd go in and it was just like the sun was just rising, and you leave and the sun is just setting, and you're like, cool, amazing. So what am I doing today? I guess I'm going back inside. No, I agree. And it oftentimes, again, depending on where you live, ends up being too cold when it's dark. Like, when the sun is out, it's not as bad, but once that sun goes down, it's like, oh, all right. My goal today is to make it to where the arms are joined. We're getting kind of close to that. I want to join the arms. Maybe we can finish the light blue section of Bluey, and then it'll just be the dark blue section left, like the top of the body. That's the new goal. You know, with the snow, there's plenty to do outside. Yeah, gosh, I love having snow. Are you kidding? Snow is the best. Oh, if you're up to it, please share pictures. I would love to see Petrichor. It's a messy setup, but sure, listen. Is it really crafting if the setup isn't messy? You miss the snow? I love snow. Here's my thing. If it's going to be cold and dark, then there at least needs to be snow. Because there's just something so magical about it. It's quiet, and it reflects the light and the moon, and it just, oh, the sound of like the outside when the snow is, oh, it's just the best. The slushy, rainy crap that you get is the worst though in the winter. If it's raining in the winter, rain does not belong in the winter. Okay? I said it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually saw this really interesting video where they did a study on how plants grow best as well. And it was really interesting because it was shown, so it was like bottled water, tap water, distilled water, and snow. And snow produced the best and healthiest from this, like it was seeds that were started. And I just think that that is so interesting. Like, that's fascinating to me. And it's also very interesting because last year we have these little, I forget what they're called. I look it up all the time, and I forget all the time too. We have these little tiny flowers, these little purple flowers that appear in our yard. Hold on. You can actually see them in my sheep pattern. This image. Hello? There we go. These little purple flowers, right? They're so cute. I love them. They just come up in the grass this time of year. They didn't show up last year. We also did not have any snow. We had a ton of snow this year, and guess what reappeared this year? These little purple flowers. And I was so excited to see them in the yard because I was like, oh my gosh, like, did they die? Like, so. Oh yeah, how snow makes everything quiet. Oh yeah. Frost is super important too, yeah. It can, yep. It sure can. And it's important too for things to get cold so that way, like, this might sound, but like, bugs need to die. There are certain kinds of bugs and things like that if some of them don't die off, it just becomes more problematic. Like, I think of, our mod cat bird, not Kit Kat. And, she works in, like, a lab that studies, like, pathogens and ticks and all sorts of, like, things like that in animals. And when there isn't, like, a cold spell, animals end up there's more issues with fleas, more issues with ticks. There's actually more problems in, like, feral cat populations when it doesn't get cold because the cats don't, like, they stay in heat longer, and so they have more kittens. Like, it's a whole thing. The weather change needs to happen. Thank you for the hydrate reminder, Scrap Metal. I appreciate it. For the farmers and the lakes and the, yeah. Climate change brought on by humans disrupted that. Yeah. No, it's not even just the animals, it's the plants. It's, you know, like Silicons is saying, the river, like everything. All, like humans included, but, you know, if we pretend that humans didn't touch anything on the planet and all of this stuff happened so as quickly as it did, you know, the plants, the rivers, the, like, everything would be like, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening so fast? Because, you know, change like that over periods of time is adaptable, but change when it, like, kicks you in the face is not. Oh! Really? Wow. What? That is profound. Look, the animals are even trying to say to slow this all down. Cast 2 loves the environment, yeah. I don't think people in my state are taking it very seriously, yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. That's why I, you know, share stuff in the Discord about ways that, you know, we can try and, you know, small things that everyone can do. Because if everyone does them, then it makes a big impact, you know? Like, one of the things that I've really enjoyed, I have, you know, sometimes you get shirts that are, you can't donate them. You can't give them to someone else. My instance here, James, he wears undershirts. They get gross after a while. They get holes, they get whatever, they get worn. I'm not going to donate that. You could cut them up and use them as rags. I've been making them into yarn. And I am going to take it and make a pet bed for Artemis. Because she loves her dad. But, like, you could, in theory, do the same thing, but, like, if you don't have a pet, you could bring it to the shelter. Because you can wash these things like regular, how you would wash clothes. You know, like, they just go in the wash and then the dryer, and that's that. I saved the top parts, which you can't cut into yarn, to use as stuffing. Like, trying to, instead of just, like, chucking everything, think, like, how can I reuse this? You know, I keep all of my ends. I use them as stuffing. Like, it's... Is it going to change the world? No. But is it one less thing that ends up in the garbage? Yes. And if everyone thought like that, you know, it'd be so much better. A warm March means a hot summer. Yeah, I appreciate the increased sunlight. Yeah, the temperature doesn't need to change. It's just the sunlight being out, which is like, yes. That's lovely. All your nice clothes that you no longer wear. Yes, absolutely. Anything that is nice, anything that can still, like, be worn gets donated. 100%. But, like, these shirts are, like, they're stained, or, again, they have holes in, like, the armpits. Like, I'm not going to donate that. Like, we have a bunch that we have used as rags. We still have some, so instead of just throwing them out, I'm like, I'm gonna make yarn out of it. And, like, animal shelters always want that stuff. Oh, that's another thing, too. Like, say that you have towels or something that have gotten you know, they're not in like the best shape. They're not, you know, don't donate stuff that's like holy. But maybe they're not the best shape. Maybe you've repainted and they don't match anymore. Animal shelters love towels. Love them. Can't get enough of them. They use them to dry animals after baths, to dry animals that come in from the rain. They use them as beds. They use them as like so many things, like towels and animal shelters. They always need them. So it's like, because like there's nothing wrong with, you know, changing your style or not wanting something anymore. But it's just like what you do with it after you're like, I don't want this anymore. That can be just as impactful, you know? No, I know you wouldn't, but I wasn't saying it for like you specifically, just like the collective. You, that person listening that I don't know. Giving a lot of helpful hints. It's just stuff that, you know, I've learned. I have a spot in the Discord where you can share things like, you know, I know that we've had things about places that will take old phone cases and recycle them into new phone cases. Crayola, I don't know if it's open again. Crayola does one of the most amazing things, which is the marker program, where you can take dried markers, highlighters, like any kind of, like, it doesn't just have to be Crayola, like anything like this, box it. When it's full, you can get like a packing slip, slap that on the box, mail it to them, they recycle them. They recycle them. They make them into, sometimes they make them into new markers. Sometimes they make them into like plastic benches or playground equipment. Like, I know that, I think it's Colgate or Crest, one of the toothbrush, like they take the plastic floss picks. They'll take toothbrushes and same thing, they melt it all down and they repurpose it. Like, oh, that's really interesting. Is it comfortable? I feel like it's one of those things that you wouldn't think would be comfortable, but it actually really is. Or like taking your recycling bag, like your bags, if you have bags, like dropping them off at like recycling centers, or like, I know outside of our supermarkets, there's normally like a bag collection. Because if you put plastic bags in with your regular recycling, a lot of times they can't recycle it. Because if it gets wet, they can't they can't do anything with it. So when you bring it to those like recycling drop-offs, they pick them up and like they don't go in with the other recycling bits. They go separately. Very comfy, but also expensive. You'll lose plastic a lot. Yeah. Yep, there's so many different reasons why, but we have like we have a plastic bag that we put all our plastic bags in. We don't get many plastic bags. Most of it's like Amazon mailers, or like when I get my medicine in the mail. Those envelopes a lot of times say like that they're recyclable on them, so they just go into a bag and then we bring it by the grocery store and just drop it off. I don't know how we got here, but oh, the snow. That's how we got here. I don't want to sound like I'm lecturing people. Just passionate about the planet. You know, looking at my computer, we're near record high temperature for today. Hooray! Continuous existential crisis over the weather. I hear you. I see you. You are not alone. Alrighty. What am I doing now? Okay, here's some more cute instructions. Just as we crocheted a ponytail, now we make handles. They called the hands handles before. It's so sweet. I love it so much. Also, let me go check the picture Petrichor shared. I know that you mentioned you had shared one. Ooh. That's really cool. Also, you said that setup was messy? No. That's really neat. And then do you have like a pattern? Are you designing the pattern yourself, or do you have the pattern and you're projecting the pattern and you're tracing it? Like I guess you would be doing that either way, but like, did you make the pattern or did you find it? I don't know. I'm excited for you. Can trap nitrogen more than just rain. Acts as a slower release of nutrients. Yeah, I don't remember why that was which was probably part of the point of the video, was like why that was better. I did think it was interesting. But yeah, it went like it was snow, then rainwater, then tap water. As far as like best water for plants. 2 sewing machines are on the floor behind the desk. Projecting the pattern. Society dressed by charm patterns. Cool. Oh, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see your fabric. I love that you like picked it out and you've just been like, this is the project. Oh, goodness. You ever just have your pants sit in like the same spot for a really long time and all of a sudden you just become really aware that they're like cutting into you in a weird way? Like they weren't bothering me at all, and all of a sudden like, oh, hello. To keep the handles straight. Stop it. Okay. Let's figure out where my handles are going. Yep, that one's gonna go there. Then I think that one should go there, but we'll double check as we get to it. You know what's going to really stink? Is that I don't think I'm going to have enough of this blue. Like, I have more of this yarn. So that it's not terrible. But there's only 3 more rows of this yarn. And I don't, this is not 3 rows worth of that yarn. So I'm going to have to like get into the new ball, the new skein, for probably like a row or a half a row. And that's just the worst. That's just no fun. At least I bought more. That would really be awful if I didn't have more. Use some pattern editing to make the lines thicker and add more margin space so it's easier to see and move. That makes sense. Yeah, that feels like it's on the side. Wow. That's actually kind of exciting. The pattern was like the way that it worked out for the person that wrote the pattern was like I attached the arm, then I did this many stitches, and then it was time to attach the other. And I was doing it based on look, and I got the exact same thing that they did. Love that for us. Yeah, it's always a good feeling. I'm gonna... I feel like I should make a... You know what we never use here? Let's make a prediction. Hold on, I gotta find my window. Where is my stream? Here it is. Let's make a prediction. All right. This is actually This is actually the second time that I've done this prediction. We'll have it be a 2-minute long guessing period, okay? Will Megan win Yarn Chicken? All right. Prediction in the chat. Go ahead. Have a vote. I have 2.5 more rounds. I have this much yarn. Will I do it? Oh, it's interesting watching it bounce back and forth. Right? There's 2 people for each, but people are voting with their points. So 3 on each. This is fun. I don't know what I would vote, honestly. Originally, I would have said no, but then I was, oh, I don't know. Had to lose some hair because I lost Yarn Chicken on the last leg. That's so fair, honestly. I have points to spend. Alright, this is going to be like the last little bit that you'll see here. Okay? I have 2 rows to go. Oh, okay. Prediction's over. Alright. Now we gotta see who's right. Or are the yays or the nays? We'll see. Putting all the good vibes out there theory. That's a good theory. I like it. It's a good one. I almost went all in with my points. Wow. Petrichor really feels strongly that I'm not going to make it. This has nothing to do with me, by the way, and everything to do with the yarn. So, I take no offense if you voted yes or no. This is just a matter of yardage. Hi, Scruffy. You also almost went all in. Oh, goodness. So it sounds like I need to do more predictions more often. Or have more, like, community goal things. With all of you with your points. I only did 7K instead of 50. Yeah, the nose, so the nose technically, oh no, actually, you all of course tied it. Of course, there were 3 people who said yes and 3 people who said no. But the yeses are winning because they put in 11,000, or I'm sorry, 1,111,000 points. And the no's put in 57. I put up 10. That's amazing. keeps us all invested as we do the 1 millionth round of blue. Yeah, it's 111,000 versus 57. The closed captions read it wrong when I said it, or I might have said it wrong. It took me literally until after I had graduated my master's program. Like, I was well into adulthood before I was able to read numbers properly. Reading large numbers and stuff like that was always a struggle for me. Always. Like, it... And I don't know why. But, like, all of a sudden it clicked. I was like, thank God. I was always the kid who was like, please don't call on me to read out the big number, because I'm not going to do it. Oof. All right, we got one more row. Ooh, Roman numerals, yeah. This is gonna hurt my heart if it doesn't make it, because it's the last row of this color. I mix up my numbers in my head. I don't know. Should I put the yarn on the screen? Do you all want to see it? Or leave it off screen so you just keep seeing what I'm pulling? Okay. It's the final countdown. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Build that suspense. So after this, it's like 15 rows of dark blue. There's no real like joining how I did with the arms, the legs, and the tail until the end. Do you guys want to watch me do all of that, or just like finish it up? Like the end bits. Oh, get off the screen. No one wants to see you just yet. I will not be offended either if you all are like, no, I don't really want to watch 15 rounds of blue. I'd rather that we did something else. Or take a break or whatever. You know? You're vibing. I'm looking at it and even I don't know. Y'all, I did it by that much. By this much. Petrichor's like, no. Oh my goodness. But also, yay. Oh yes, for sure. How do I... Wait, where did it go? Manage prediction. Oh, okay. Choose outcome. Megan won. Yarn chicken. I won! I was successful! That was a lot of points I got. All right. I'll gladly share my points. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a lot of rows now. We should do that more often. I have so many points. Yeah. We can do that more often. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I didn't have to join more. Because now I don't have to, like, I don't have more ends. Phew. That was close, though. I really wasn't sure. Like, that's not a lot. This is not a lot of yarn left over. Aw, Bluey. Alright, let me see. Is Pippin inside? No. Believe it or not, I know it's like super sunny, but it's actually almost 6 p.m. Which is crazy. Would you all like to have Pippin come say hello? Oh, goodness me. This is gonna be so cute. I can't handle it. It's gonna be like such a good size too. Yes? Okay. Oh my word. I need to check. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run ads a couple minutes early. That way we can not have ads while feeding Pippin. Fuzz. And then we'll come back. I'll go feed Pippin. We'll say hello. Hopefully the cameras cooperate and we can hear her. Oh my gosh. The way that... Y'all, it's such a hard life being a cat. Really? No one caught it? Alright. About to catch these hands. Alright, let's roll our ads now. We'll play our words on stream. And then we'll be back. And we'll go ahead and feed Fluffy Cat. Okay? Okay. Okay. We have like 30 seconds left to go. Before the ad break is done. I wanted to see how I restarted this camera. That way it would hopefully behave. Oops. If they're still just sitting there. You sweet girl. Here, I'll unmute both cameras in the hopes that we'll be able to hear something on one of them. You know? Oh, Snuggy girl. See, now I'm like, oh, did you just want to lie down? Because technically now, you know, mealtime is early again. Because of time change. But no, we'll go give her. We go give her snacks. Okay. If you guys don't know who this is Fluffy Cat, aka Pippin. They are a feral kitty that I have been befriending for the last for the last year. And we're working on getting them comfortable being an indoor kitty. You'll see they really, really love being brushed and loved on. And so we're just working on building up that last bit of, you know, confidence. So, anyway, I'll pull you guys up on my phone. I'm going to take you all with me. And let's go give Fluffy Cat some food. Okay. So we have to figure out why the camera, like, I can't get the sound to work. Because that's a bit of a bummer. But that's okay. I cannot believe I got to pick them up and get all of their Pete's on my lap calmly. I am so excited. The second time that I got all 4 of them on my lap and she was kind of squirmy, I was like, I don't really want you, like, digging in. Yeah, Emily has a clip. I know, I'm freaking out. Here you go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't have to have my screen open anymore. Oh my gosh. So her claw got me on my right hand, right in the freaking fold of your finger. Like, that's a miserable spot to get scratched. Thank you very much. No thanks. Absolutely no thank you. Well, that was quite exciting. I feel like people either really love the Pippin time or they're like, meh about it. I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I don't really mind sharing for the people who are excited about Pippin time. 'Cause who doesn't love kitty time? Let me at him. My Twitch is not working right. Not that anyone's surprised. Okay. Let's see if we can catch this Mr. Mime. So tomorrow, the plan is to do some minis. And then maybe I want to try cross stitch again this week too. So we'll kind of see how everything is feeling, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I want to see if I can do... I'm debating, I think, this is tricky. I'm not sure if I want to try a smaller piece first, just to see, like, maybe if I can keep everything kind of close. That might help versus, like, the bigger piece. I don't know if it would matter. Do you know what I mean? So the plan for when I do try the cross stitch stream is I have a small piece ready to go, and I have the temperature cross stitch. So we'll figure it out. We can give both a try, see if one's better than the other, or if neither of them are great right now, and it might just be an off-stream, thing to work on. Nice, Emily. Good catch. Okay. So you have D&D on my Friday. No worries. No worries. I appreciate you all being so flexible with all of the different doctor's things and appointments, and I know that there's a lot going on and it's all just kind of up in the air, but I appreciate you guys. Let's go say hi. I don't remember if I've ever taken you all here or if we ended up going on a raid train sort of thing, but I'm really impressed by this person's quilting. I think that it's beautiful. And they're working on like some binding and like finishing of a quilt, and she has a bunch of like really cool free pat, like just it's really neat. So I encourage you all to come along. It's beautiful. So let's go on a raid, shall we? I'll be back tomorrow. If anything changes, I will let you know in the Discord, but I should be here tomorrow at 3. And yeah, we'll work on some minis, and then we'll do some other stuff. I don't know. We're making it up as we go along, you know? I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, drink some water, take any meds that you have to take, be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, remember you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, come join us on Discord if you would like in between, and I'll see you then.